On this episode of I Play With Knives, I review the Cold Steel Rajah 2 clone from DHgate. Alright, first things first, open up your DHgate app and search for Cold Steel Rajah 2 or just Rajah 2. You're going to find a bunch of different options. Just be aware that I found that the cheaper ones were for multiple knives. So unless you want to buy multiple knives, just find the cheapest one, and the cheapest one I found was right around $27. And if you want a real one, on Blade HQ, they're about $109.
3 weeks of Chinese shipping later.
Alright, let's open up the vault of clones and pick up a knife, and there's only one that we're going to use for this review, and that is the Spartan, the Cold Steel Spartan clone. And I said some bad things about this knife, and I have to take it back. This is a great knife, and on a side note, it's my wife's favorite knife. Alright guys, I am really excited about this, more than other knives, to be honest with you. This knife has really intrigued me ever since I got this knife, the Spartan. You know, I use this Spartan for yard work, for just around the house, and it seems to be a pretty good tool. I wouldn't call it a knife, per se. It's more of a tool. And, you know, I just wanted one a little bit larger. Oh, and this thing's massive. So when you look at the box, it's just really, you can tell it's cheap. And it's flimsy, but I really don't care about boxes. So, but if you see this poor imitation of a Cold Steel, it's fake. All right, look at that monster. Look at that thing. That thing is massive. I mean, you can see the Spartan there, and this thing just dwarfs the Spartan. I don't even know why this thing has a pocket clip on it. You're never going to carry it that way. Holy moly, this thing's tight. Look at that monster hog leg of a knife. I don't know what I'm going to do with this thing other than cut down palm trees. Look at that. It looks like a decent knife. It looks like the same material as the Spartan clone. But look at that grip on that thing. It's like a baseball bat. It's just, this thing's ridiculous. I don't think I'll ever carry this. It'll just be for yard work. Look at that monster. And here is the small Spartan in comparison. Wow, what a knife. Alright, let's start our standard test, starting with the measure test. On the right hand side, you see the authentic specs of this knife, and a real one comes in at 14 inches overall with a 6-inch blade, and I would say that this is accurate, giving this 2 thumbs up. Alright, next up is the weight test. The overall weight on a real one is 13.10 ounces, and this one weighs in at 11.25, a little light for a big knife. So I'm going to say this one's okay. Alright, next up is the sharpness test, where we take this knife, I don't even want to call it a knife, this machete, and we slice it through this piece of paper. And if you haven't yet subscribed to our channel, you can go ahead and do that. You know, if you like these videos and like what we're doing, go ahead and subscribe. It doesn't cost you a thing. Anyways, now that I've said that a billion times, let's go ahead and see how sharp this machete is. I do not have high hopes for this, to be honest with you. Oh, it's pretty good. That thing's actually pretty sharp. Let's see if we can, yeah. Oh, is it gonna fail me? I don't know. We'll see. This big old, that's a lot of steel to be shoving around a piece of paper. Oh. Yep. It didn't go all the way through. So let's be more gentle with this beast. Nope. I think this is a little bit of a paper tear. Let's try again. But this is a lot of steel to push through one sheet of paper. Oh, it's kind of sharp. It's just too much steel to push through. It kind of hangs up a little bit, but if you go down, oh, look at that. No. This sharp, but it's kind of a paper tear. It's just too much knife for one sheet of paper. I should try to like hack a coconut or something with this thing. Man. Alright, so this thing, it's just cool. It's okay though for sharpness. What do you guys think? Put some comments down below. Alright, here is the fan favorite, the tip test, where I take this 2x6 and I shove the tip of this machete, can't even call it a knife, into this 2x6 about 8 times. Safety first. Let's see what this glove will do to withstand any injuries. Alright, let's see how this beast did. Of course this thing is just fine. Look at that. Not even hardly a scratch at all. Look at that. It's thumbs up. It's a beast. It's a nice yard tool if I've ever seen one. Alright, overall this thing is not an everyday carry. I don't think, other than camping, I'm even going to carry this thing outside the house. It's just a great tool for chopping, and that's about it. You know, in comparison with the Spartan, you can see how much more massive the Rajah 2 is. You know, look at the grip. I mean, look how massive. You got another 2 to 3 inches on the handle alone. Another 2 inches on the blade. I guess it's okay for self-defense, but I think I'm putting this straight in the camping bag next to the Spartan. Well, overall I give this 2 thumbs up, and it's well worth the 27 bucks. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, go ahead and click on the like button, and just like always, keep them sharp and take it easy.
Avery, look at this knife! Oh my gosh, that's